As always with my channel, I cover the entire matrix, not just the crooked politicians, the fake news, the psychological operations that happen worldwide. A huge part of the matrix is entertainment, specifically sports. And when it comes to the NFL, specifically the playoffs and the Super Bowl, the so-called elite are not going to leave these games to chance. They're going to have their hands in it. Just like when it comes to pro boxing over the years, there are real boxing matches, but the main events, the big events, where there's a lot of money at stake and a lot of eyes are glued on that event, they're going to have their say-so with their puppets they control. And I'll get into Tom Brady in a little bit and how he plays into all this, of course. But again, let's take a look at the scoring here. I'll get into some of the actual game footage. Take a closer look here. In the first half, New England only scored 9 points. In Atlanta, the Falcons, they scored, as you can see, 28 points. Get in the second half, Atlanta, they go goose egg. They don't score a single point. And the Patriots make the so-called amazing comeback. Okay? For those that follow my channel, I've shown this footage before with our rigged reality going back in time just a few years ago with the Broncos and Seahawks in this rigged Super Bowl. You see the thumb going up and the player going past number 33 to score for a touchdown. Let's take a closer look. Let's take a look as he points up. Number 33 misses the tackle. I mean, how obvious can it be? I mean, sometimes they just make it too obvious. Sometimes it's not so obvious. But once you see this, why should we believe any of these Super Bowls are legit? This is not just a single play that is not of consequence. This is leading to a touchdown. Okay, you see that thumb go up. And again, orange number 33 missing the tackle. And number 33, just like a few years back with the Ravens versus 49ers in this Super Bowl, they had a 33-minute power outage. It's the Masons, again, behind the scenes, pulling the strings behind this. This was definitely their way of saying how we own and control it all. We're going to stop this Super Bowl for 33 minutes. And people are not going to get it. Millions upon millions of people watch the Super Bowl, and they don't get the whole entire concept of those, again, behind the scenes pulling the strings. Just like when it comes to all major sports, such as the Indy 500. It just so happens, the Indy 500, there are 33 cars, okay? Just like you see the checkered flag, it's all about masonry. Those, again, controlling it all. You see inside of the Masonic Lodge. That's why you see here, with the head referee from this Super Bowl, Carl Cheffers, and he's wearing the black and white. Again, just like you see with the Indy 500, just like you see in the Masonic Lodge, they own and control it all. And of course, Carl Cheffers with the initial CC, just like the third letter in the alphabet is C, you get your 3. This is why he was selected. Again, how clear can it be for those that understand masonry? They own and control it all. Just like you look at this photo of the Chicago police, a lot of policemen that you see the checkerboard hats. It's not just by chance or coincidence. Police is 33 as well, numerology. Coding from numbers into names. This is how they do it. All about signs and symbols ruling this world, not words nor laws. Just take a look here as well when it comes to the location of the Super Bowl in Houston, Texas. Okay? The reason Houston being selected, of course, many Super Bowls are held in states that are on the 33rd parallel. But just take a look at the root name with Houston. The name Houston, where it derives from, it comes from Scotland. From the name Houston, you get Houston. Okay, that's where you get it from. It's the Scottish surname, Houston, and its variants of Huston and Houston. Okay. They were basically the hewers of stone when it comes to Freemasonry. This is the hidden world that the 99% don't see. Now, before showing the footage of the comeback in overtime, let's take a look just as a parallel reference when it comes to pro wrestling and Hulk Hogan making his comeback. He's down behind, and at the very end, he makes his infamous comeback. And this is, of course, to make it all more dramatic. Just like the Super Bowl here, of course, going into overtime, and the last score by James White. And the name White, he's a black man with the last name of White. It's a form of duality as well. People don't think about these concepts, but I find that pretty interesting. Again, with the black and white. Let's continue on here. Get a closer look at this touchdown. What a comeback. Just like that Hulk Hogan comeback. And the reason Tom Brady I'll get into in a little bit, but look at the supposed tackling here. You know, if he scores, of course the game's over, and that's what happened. But look at the meager efforts put on by the defense, by the Falcons. Specifically with this player here coming in, number 32. I mean, give me a break. You know, you want to make every effort possible to keep him from scoring. You got three guys that basically didn't do much of anything to stop him from scoring. Specifically from this angle here. Not this angle. I'll get into the other side. The shot where basically, I mean, right here, instead of putting his body into it to prevent him from scoring, he's standing upright and allowing the player to score here, James White. Now look at this angle coming up right here. You see number 32. Instead of trying to make a tackle, take a look. That's not much of a tackle. That's just complete ridiculousness right there. And there you go with Tom Brady. I'm going to get into this and the whole entire symbolism. Basically, those that own and control the NFL, they're propping him up and wanting him to be spotlighted in winning the Super Bowl. Just like so many other puppets, carving of the right eye. Worldwide, all these so-called celebrities all doing the same sign like I showed before many times. It's from the Bible, Zechariah 11:17, where the Antichrist will be blinded in the right eye. And these are those that own and control this world, these Satanists behind the scenes. Now, I'm not calling Tom Brady or any of these people Satanists, but they are definitely puppets to those that own and control this world that are Satanists. That's what it all comes down to. So, I'm not calling him a Satanist per se, but definitely a sellout. Again, just take a look here at this photo being photographed by a well-known Satanist in Terry Richardson. As you see here, I'll get into right now with Tom Brady. And here he is. There's many, many photos of him doing a lot of, provocative things with females and males that I cannot show. You can Google it yourself. Go to Google Images, type in Terry Richardson, and you'll see a lot of photos, again, that I cannot show. Again, getting back to this photo of Tom Brady doing the devil horns, okay? This doesn't mean rock on, okay? And then you see him doing the prayer sign. Who's he praying to? Doing the devil horns and praying. You figure it out for yourself. Again, Terry Richardson doing the devil horns and, of course, the whole devil's outfit. Take a look at who Terry Richardson basically associates with, all these other people doing the same sign as Tom Brady. Again, all sellouts. You're not going to make it big in this world unless you sell out. That's simple. Okay, again, all about the blinded in the right eye Antichrist. Just another image here of doing the same type of symbol, using a piece of meat covering the right eye. Lady Gaga, of course, performing in today's Super Bowl. Take a look here. Of course, all the meat all over, basically disgusting. Now here you see with Manson, well-known Satanist, in Miley Cyrus. So again, people need to understand, to make it on top of this world, you're going to need some talent, but you're also going to have to sell out. And I believe this whole entire Super Bowl with Tom Brady, and again, getting back to the Super Bowl from the past, which I showed earlier, with the Seahawks and the Broncos. Okay? Obviously missing the tackle, allowing this player to score. So why should we trust them For those that might say, oh, you're being ridiculous, and this was a legit Super Bowl, why should we trust them when we see this taking place here? With a thumbs up. Go over me. Okay, he got caught right there, busted. Okay, wasn't maybe so obvious with this Super Bowl that took place today. Not many signs or symbols such as you just saw there. But again, when you take a look at the very end of this game, which I believe was a meager effort to stop James White from scoring. Specifically number 32 right there. Didn't put his body into that, preventing James White from scoring. In this angle here, this says a lot. Just reaching in with one hand, not trying to prevent him from scoring, using his body. Got to understand who owns and controls it all, and who are the puppets, and who's being propped up with Tom Brady in his 5th Super Bowl ring.
If a thing's a lie, and that's a fact.